Portland, Oregon has been an unsung guiding force of rock's development since 1963, when this was the place that saw the recording of Louie Louie by the Kingsmen, a recording that would exert tremendous influence over the soon to arrive British invasion and beat music. And in 1969, this was also the place where a band named Touch recorded an eponymous album that was prescient of the emerging symphonic rock trends that were about to take over in the coming decade from both sides of the pond. And as the 70s progressed, a few more great bands emerged from the town. Providence, originally from Idaho, recorded a great symphonic folk album for the Threshold label. And Pleasure emerged mid-decade, putting this part of the map on the funk soul scene. And in 1978, one of the finest American symphonic rock albums was released here in this, at the time, fine city, by Harlequin Mass, and from their self-titled album, the track Sky Caller. I'm hearing some similarity to Pulsar and Alloy. It doesn't really matter whether the musicians knew about those bands at the time. It's kind of that common, like, Floydian influence. Yeah. I like that beaming little sound that we were hearing amid the really kind of trebly, distorted synth sound that was like that sustain that was like beaming. I like that guitar tone, kind of piercing. This band's got some good taste in their instrumental sounds. Now we're getting a bit more kinetic with that keyboard line anyway. I gotta say, I really love that like Moog ARP tone that we just heard. One of those weird kind of piercing keyboard sounds of the era. I really like how that guitarist does these like lyrical lines that go from slow and then kind of speed up. They kind of get more scaly and then also has some sustain notes, and how he's just kind of going up the scale. It some ways it kind of reminds me of Robert Fripp's soloing over the kind of like fast, slow soloing over the slower backdrop toward the end, the extended end of Peter Gabriel's White Shadow, which came out the same year as this on the Scratch album. hearing a lot of harmonic little pluck sounds, underneath the more front and center like synth tones that we're hearing. There's a lot of them. You hear them? They're coming out of my left speaker. I like her voice, yeah.
Save the day, salvage the dreams at hand, from light to earth descend. Picture the echo, endless light, thrown off of mental orbs, full thoughts we can absorb in just one journey.
We've already gone into like a tighter composition here, like that really just except the extended instrumental, like with the open cadences and such, really just went beautifully into this like more closed cadence section that we're hearing now, and the vocals that we're hearing are by let's see, the members. I guess that's Nancy Deaver, who also does backing vocals and synthesizer.
Sacrifice is just an only word, a very lonely word, without a meaning.
Dun dun, G minor. It's going like dun dun dun. Like,
Jubilate, living in the States. Why do we hesitate? It's off by asking.
the way those notes go up and go in this arc, like up and then back dun na 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 na. The fifth in G minor. D na 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 na. It creates this foreboding tension to it all.
Save the day, salvage the dreams at hand, from light to earth descend. Picture the echo, endless light, thrown off of mental orbs, full thoughts we can't absorb in just one journey.
It's a real like clever compositional device to do a change of cadence right after the chorus of a song, and to throw in an instrument that you hadn't heard before. In this case, acoustic guitar. Throw in like a strumming kind of element. I gotta say that I also really appreciate the bass work, which has been quite crafty throughout this number, and it's played on this album by Lyle Holdahl, who is quite the multi-instrumentalist. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 6 members credited here. He must have been doing quite a bit of overdubs on this piece because he's also he's credited with bass, acoustic and electric guitar, strings, synthesizer, piano, organ, synth bass, flute, percussion. Wow, someone was playing the synth bass in Portland, Oregon in '78, eh? Yeah. These guys had quite a big arsenal of instruments at their disposal.
Here I'm standing next to you, truth is truly mine. And here you're standing next to me, can't you see I'm finally all alone in splendor? Open fields and empty skies will shake the great pretender on our way to paradise.
A flute version of the vocal theme that we had been hearing during those verses.
We're all alone in splendor, open fields and empty skies will shake the great pretender on our way to paradise.
I think we're heading into something quite epic here. Things are about to just soar. They're about to soar and swell.
Live your life, it's yours to grow, and yours to realize the key to see that truth still be found
F major 7, yeah, that's pretty beautiful.
between the sky and ground, though it never makes a sound.
A tritone. Ba, ba. Yeah, F to B.
It's there to say the sea is made of everybody's heart and mind and soul and love. Though the state we're in may hold no promise, but I swear we'll be what is said above. If you'll just let it come in and let it begin to show you who you are and who you'll be, there is really no harm or caution harm. But by thinking carefully, you'll see you're free to live your life. It's yours to grow and yours to realize the key to see.
That is such a compelling key, like chordal progression, like ba, ba, F major 7, B, C, D, E, F major, F major. Yeah. Perfect chordal progression for a soaring, swelling, elongated, coda, fade out, spacey. Um, that was Harlequin Mass with Skycaller, the closing 11-minute epic from their 1978 self titled album, recorded in Portland, Oregon, released locally on the band's own Mass Productions label. And very much in sync with the times. Portland had a reputation, I guess, in those days as being kind of an isolated city, a loggers town, but was actually pretty hip to what was going on. And yeah, this release, echoes of things that were going on around the world, like the German bands Epidaurus and Carol of Harvest put out an album the same year in a similar vein. Or the LA band Games released like a small press album in 77. So 77, 78, around that time. Yeah. Or there's even elements, of course, of Heart, who were bringing some of these influence, particularly like in their folkier material. And some of the instrumental side to this band, you could say there's somewhat of a parallel to Happy the Man or even Camel. Yeah. Um, and so very much in sync with the times, despite coming from Portland, Oregon, a band that was off a lot of people's radar. I mean, heck, these days Portland, Oregon seems to be like one of the major U.S. cities, but although it's seen its I don't know. Portland's kind of going through some changes right now. It's kind of like the good parts of town have moved uptown, while the downtown I once knew was just I don't know. Perhaps it can be brought back to life, but I just don't even like to walk through it these days. Anyway, for more rubies and sapphires from the Harlequin Mass album, see the directory of album. See the directory of albums by American maximalist rock artists, linked in the description below. And like and subscribe and follow me on social media to know when the next video is coming out. And leave a comment if there are any observations you have about this piece that things about the lyrics, which I didn't even discuss since they're not really printed anywhere, of course, or things that you might know about this recording. I know that some of the members are still kind of out there and are active from time to time on the internet. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear travel trimaximalist, signing off.